Once again, we are about to get started, and one interesting thing about that comment that you just made there is, you know, when he did play Toxic in those finals, he had to play him back-to-back one day and the next day. The first day, he lost to him by like 24 frags, but he changed his style of play to accommodate to how Toxic was going to play and had a much better second game here on Fleet. Will that be the case? Neither of these guys have met here in the Trans Atlantic Showdown yet, so we're about to find out. Sokrates getting a great spawn. He's got himself the mega help, and he is just going to go around and collect the weapons of mass destruction that he's trying to get. Going to make a box jump up to the curved hallway, go over towards the upper yellow armor, grabs that, it's there for him, picks up a hyper blaster, and now is going to go back below for the mega once again. Grenades coming in from all sides there by coL.Socrates, and Sokrates is going to force himself out of there, sees his opponent down by the jump pad. 14 minutes and 10 seconds on. Oh, they are going to come out. coL.Socrates going to force a fight, putting that shaft down. He will get the first frag. Excellently done, even though that was a very, very risky move going up that jump pad, especially with the weapon selection that Sokrates had. So congratulations to coL.Socrates. Great first frag.
He really had a slice of luck there as another shotgun comes in. That's the equalizer, and it is the great equalizer at 1-1. Another shotgun comes out from Sokrates back to the yellow behind the wall. Now spamming rockets. I was going to say, though, there was a slice of luck for coL.Socrates on that last kill, because actually Sokrates ran out of rocket ammo and had to switch over to the hyper blaster. It gave him a vital second. Pummel coming up. Oh, rockets, though, just too good for him. It was a nice try, though, but in the end, Sokrates disposes of him easily, and it is a 2-1 lead. He's well stacked up on health. Needs to try and get himself some armor. Does so in the high corridor. The high yellow taken. Rocket flies to the middle corridor. Good prediction from coL.Socrates. Does take off just a sliver of damage, but not an awful lot. Rail picked up by Sokrates. They want to try and deny coL.Socrates picking that up. You can see that quite a lot. Good landed. Does get that one rail landed, gets a second one as well in a row. And coL.Socrates will be having some nightmares right now, because Sokrates here might just get a conversion, and the shotgun from coL.Socrates, where did he disappear to? Unbelievable. That was great moves from coL.Socrates, because he did get himself out of there, and I thought actually that was going to get him into a lot of trouble. The last mega is picked up by Sokrates as well. 2 minutes and 10 seconds in, it is Sokrates who leads by 3-1.
You know, coL.Socrates has definitely some very hefty tasks in front of him right now. Great rail by Sokrates there. But his hefty task is that he really just needs to keep that mega away from Sokrates. Pinned into the corner like a post-it note, taken out with the shaft of Sokrates. And that is now 5-1, a 4-frag lead already. And if Sokrates does not look like he is going to sell the real estate that belongs to that mega health room down there, he will continue to grab that over and over. And so far, I've seen him almost have full control over both the yellow armor, some great grenade spam there. Going to force coL.Socrates down into the lightning gun hallway. He comes back out. Nicely done. Again, coL.Socrates taking some excellent risks here. 5-2 is the score. 3 frags separating these two, and you know, coL.Socrates' risks are really paying off.
Yeah, he's taken a couple of very risky runs, but they've worked out for him so far, and I think Sokrates won't be too worried about it. He has a 5-2 lead. He's pretty comfortable so far. He's made some great shots of his own. Oh, surprise this time. And you know, we've seen so much of this over this weekend. The surprises by the players has been incredible. Lead still by 5-2.
And these guys are both pretty low. Nice, as Sokrates is forced to switch weapons after running out of ammo in his rocket launcher. coL.Socrates runs in with the lightning gun and annihilates and making it 5-3. Unfortunate turn of events there for Sokrates, but great job by coL.Socrates going in and taking advantage of the point in which his opponent cannot do any damage to him. And he is still hurt though. 26 points of health. He just ran out of hyper blaster ammo. Gonna fire some grenades, and Sokrates, oh my gosh, hitting another rail. All Sokrates did was one cell. He finally got it, but that was nicely played. He said, you know, do or die, would not give up on that one. 6-3 is the score. Up by 3 is Sokrates, but we do have ourselves a game. 10 minutes left on the clock, and there's still plenty of action to be had.
Yet again, that'll get him a 7-3 lead. He's now waiting with the rockets just behind that wall with the yellow spawning. There it is. Mega, absolutely spot on. You saw it there. Popped down low at the run and took it on the run as well. Straight through that teleporter, lands yet another rail. That's 3 in a row. Missed the 4th, but it doesn't matter because coL.Socrates is in a whole world of pain right now, and he's 8-3 down. 5 frags. The advantage is the time is starting to slip away as well. 9:20 remaining.
The time will become a big factor here, especially if Sokrates continues to mount up this lead. 8-3 right now, 5 frags separating, but we also know that Fleet is a map where really, oh nice, coOLer down below, and Sokrates captured it. Yeah, 9-3. There's nothing he could do. He had him trapped there in that little cubby hole, and that was all she wrote. So now 6 frags separating these two. Sokrates with a great aerial rail, following it up with the second one. And I mean, he's starting to turn it up. You know, the water started to boil around 300 degrees, and Sokrates decided that was not hot enough. He wanted to take it up to 450, and that's exactly what he does. Another double rail for Sokrates there, and he is invoking the spirit of Toxic on this one, because we all know how frustrated and angry coOLer got when it was rail, rail, rail. There was another one right there, followed up with a rocket. coOLer comes out of the teleporter, goes, where am I and what is my name?
Yeah, he has
and then
no
is blasted into the air. Nicely done.
I tell you what, the Mega's just gone up as well. Sokrates picked it up. He threw the timing off again just a few moments ago when he took it last. coOLer has no idea where he is right now. He could be at the theme park. He has no clue whatsoever. And it's 12-3. Hyperblaster now from coOLer. It's all in vain though, because Sokrates has so much health and armor. He is just not giving in. He's willing to go at it every time they come face to face. That score is just going up and up and up. Machine gun now from coOLer. He has nothing in his armory. He's sitting by the yellow. It's completely frustration for the Russian right now. And actually, I'm going to call this one already. It's 14-3. I don't know where coOLer can find the time and the weapons and all of the things that he needs. The Mega health in particular to try and get back into this game. It's just spam at the moment. It's even taking out his cell. And toast to you. Well done, said Sokrates. Unbelievable. It's right now is looking like a hopeless situation here for the Russian coOLer. 14-2 is the score after losing a battle with his own grenade in the wall. And what is he going to do to make up 12 frags? Is this a map where it can be done? Yeah, it is. But is Sokrates looking to be in any danger of possibly losing his position? Absolutely not. Grenades coming from the bottom level. A nice rail, but coOLer does manage to pull that one off, making it 14-3. And just think, he would have had a 10-point lead only if he wouldn't have blown himself up in the last battle with himself. But 7 minutes now left on the clock. We're officially halfway through this game, and right now Sokrates could play a completely defensive game and probably still walk away the winner easily. Yeah, absolutely. And another round as he popped through the teleport. Good LG work. Wrong weapon in hand here though for Sokrates, and coOLer will come through with that shaft and grab himself a 4th frag. Gap goes back down to 10. Mega due any second. Sokrates is in the trench of war, waiting for it to spawn. Still, well, coOLer spamming the exit with the rockets, but they didn't work out for him. Sokrates has got that Mega and is now in charge once more. He can play a defensive game now. We are down into the last 6 minutes and 15 seconds. And coOLer, meanwhile, has to turn hunter. He has to try and find him at every opportunity and take every single scrap that Sokrates is willing to give him. And he hasn't given him an awful lot of chances. He's still making it very difficult, working behind those pipes again. coOLer just trying to get that rail working for him. Did get a bit of splash damage. He's now down into the trench. Gets the Mega now. How can he work this one? He has the control on the Mega finally. That must be the first time, I think, out of memory that he's had that Mega in what, nearly 10 minutes or so of this game. Sokrates coming back with some Hyperblaster spam. coOLer down low again. Back towards the grenades, up the jump pad. Still looking to land a rail. Both of them exchange those rails, and the rail did land on coOLer. He's down to 27 health again. Again, Hyperblaster spam from Sokrates. He's just pushing him back, keeping him at arm's length, and keeping his 10 frag lead.
it's very, very tough for coOLer right now. And one thing that's not playing to his advantage is that Sokrates' rail is on, and coOLer has really yet to turn it on at all. He does grab the Mega Health once again, gets held up in the air by Sokrates' lightning gun as he jumps down to the shotgun platform down below, and it is still a 10-point lead. coOLer coming up that jump pad, knows it's going to be a risky maneuver, and Sokrates takes advantage of that, gets a nice shaft kill. There is the 5-minute warning. Sokrates up by 11 frags, and this could be an enormous upset for those coOLer fans out there, and a huge, huge celebratory moment of victory for all those Sokrates fans out there who just have known that he is long overdue in winning a tournament.
Absolutely has been a long time, and they have said on many, many occasions, this guy has bags of talent. He is showing it exactly what he's made of right now on this transatlantic final up against arguably the #1, certainly the #1 ranked in the world, Quake4 player coOLer. He's won everything he's played in. Fabulous rail through the gaps. The angle's working again for the American. And Sokrates just piling on the pressure right now. coOLer is not even in this game. He hasn't even connected to the server. He may as well go home now. It is going to be all over. 4 minutes remaining. 17-4. Yes, you heard me right. In Europe, 17-4. You are not collecting this prize. And Europe,
nice.
Well, there was a great grenade there, and then, well, the rail came in as well. It's another frag on the board. There was a poll up on GGN at the very start of this transatlantic finals, and it said, how many would Europe take home? 3 or more. It was the most popular poll. It said we would take home 3 more. Another grenade. Great stuff from Sokrates, and he is just having fun right now. And coOLer is absolutely infuriated right now because he knows this game is over. 3:30 remaining and a 15 frag difference.
Another interesting point of interest is that you know, they said that everyone pretty much assumed that coOLer was going to win this.
Yep, turn up, click
and,
the check.
Right, take the gold. It was him. Now Sokrates right now poised to do so, but also we did just get a report that Black Dragons has defeated Action 2-1.
Wow.
So although that was only for the 3rd place prize, the Americans decided that they were going to actually bring some skills to this tournament.
Do you know what?
They're playing quite well.
This is day 2 of 3. Day 1 was all about the Europeans. It really was. They destroyed everything in their path yesterday. Today is truly America's day. They have taken everything that's been on offer today, and they've been, 3rd place in the TDM. They weren't expected to get that either. It was expected to be the 2 Swedish teams that took that one easily. But now here in the 1v1 grand final, Sokrates is making a mockery of his rankings in the GDL World Rankings, and coOLer is going down heavily. 21-4 now with 2.5 minutes remaining.
You know, like I said, Sokrates is one of those players that has just performed so well over the past 3 years, but never quite pulled out that one tournament win that he could truly call his own. And I think that time has finally come. Here at the Trans Atlantic Showdown, Sokrates is going to show that, yes, he is the guy that used to practice with bots in Quake 3, and somehow that is where he got all of his skill, and you know, after playing with the Swedes, it has obviously paid off. If I was the Swedes right now, I'd start charging people for lessons.
Absolutely.
Because here is the proof positive that it can work. 24-5 is the score.
The coOLer quote comes out.
So you won? Question mark. Yeah, 1 minute 41 seconds left on the clock, and that is going to be it. You know, this game isn't even over yet, but 24-5. People are going to go back and watch this demo and really ask, was that coOLer playing at his PC? The answer is absolutely. Sokrates outplaying his opponent. Really.
You know what? It's interesting you brought up about the Swedes. I think the Europeans might be crying into their beer right now about the fact that we haven't claimed this one, but they might actually decide to use it against us, you know, because they might be saying he's an honorary Swede by now.
It could happen.
Probably.
It could happen.
Oh, here we go, look.
Yeah, apparently coOLer is at the point where he said, you know what, I realize that you've won, and we should just probably stop right now. But he asked him, do you want 50 to -2? And Sokrates said, absolutely. If I was in Sokrates' shoe, so would I. I'd want to savor every last second of this victory versus the Russian powerhouse. Wow. And some great rails coming out here to close out the game. 40 seconds left. And Sokrates really does deserve this win.
Yeah.
He came here, and a lot of people thought, you know, you're just going to do the same thing. You're going to come, you'll play a good game, but will you dominate? The answer is yes, absolutely did. 28-6 with 23 seconds remaining. ReDeYe, your closing comments on this matchup.
I'm phenomenally taken and impressed by Socrates' game. Good game, man, says Socrates. It is the game. It is Socrates, and he will claim the Transatlantic Showdown. It is Socrates, your champion.
There you see him right there, Sokrates on the screen, going over to Anton and saying good game. You know, when you win as much as coOLer does, it cannot be easy to lose. It really can. I mean, you know, it's no fun to lose, and maybe
it's a new experience for him as well in 2006. And
maybe this is what he needs.
Yeah,
maybe he needs a good little, you know, boot to the ass to say, you know what, I better step up if I want to continue my reign here in this game.
Absolutely right. Socrates is going to soak that one up because this is long overdue for him as well. I'm thrilled for him personally because he has come so close in so many very